unit that was out there without LeBron in Austin and Rui, and kind of as Memphis got back into the game some?
I mean, just the balance, making sure we were keen on our assignments with that start offensively that is in that group. Jackson did a great job, subbing in for A. I didn't really like the fact that he only had 1 rebound. I'm sorry, 7 rebounds. I'm looking at the assists. My apologies, Jackson. But that group that really set a good tone. And then as we came in, I thought we let the whistles or lack thereof get the better of us mentally. Some guys playing downhill thought they got hit. Whether you think so or not, whether they call it or not, you still got to have a next play mentality, as tough as it is. And they were able to make a run. They drew some fouls, they hit some threes, and, they chopped into a lead that we had established. But all in all, coming off last night's game, double overtime, it was a tough win, especially playing against a tough, fast team like Memphis. It's got a lot of shooting. They, throw up a lot of threes. I'm just proud of our guys that we were able to hang on and pull it out.
I suppose some of the focus on Rui, just the shooting night with the 7 threes, but second straight double-digit rebounding game.
Yeah.
Did you challenge him specifically?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been on him all year about rebounding more, being active on the glass, being an active defender, and not leaking out. He has a tendency to want to take off running, assuming someone else is going to get the defensive rebound, and it stops him from participating. But to his credit, he's heard us loud and clear. I'm not the only one telling him this. His teammates, the other coaches, are all delivering the same message, and he's responding well to it.
You told us, I guess, last night that LeBron coming off the Indy game, the ankle was bothering him, so needed some time. But this is another example of where it seemed like he had a little extra pop or movement where there was a chance for the schedule to give him 3 or 4 days. Is that something that you guys have to kind of take into account as you think about managing him for the final 9 games of the regular season?
Well, we go according to how he's feeling, obviously, and what's going on with him, and we just take things one day at a time. That's all you can really do. That's it. I mean, there's no more to it. Just the communication between Mike Mencius, along with the rest of our performance team, and myself, and RP, and Bron himself, and obviously it's all predicated on how he feels when he wakes up in each day. So we just, put our heads together and come up with a solidified, unified plan, and it's worked out, and it's something we'll continue to do.
Darvin, 2 for you. In terms of AD's hyperextended knee, did he get any imaging or anything like that? Is the hope that he'll be back Friday?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see how it goes tomorrow when he gets up.
Okay. And then with Rui, I remember last season LeBron kind of saying a bunch of times, like, when he knows what his job is, when he knows what his role is, that's when he's at his most comfortable. How do you think, him just kind of like being cemented into the starting lineup has enabled him to find his spots, find the places where he can impact you guys, and how valuable do you think he's been as you guys have made this push now to 9 games over 500?
I think he's been extremely valuable. When excuse me, and clarity always helps performance. And so us inserting him into the starting lineup, it gives him a chance where the defense is not just focused on him. Him coming off the bench, there was times where they treated him like Bron. They know how he can definitely score at all 3 levels. He draws a lot of attention. Without having those guys on the floor, now the focus and attention, he had 2.5, 3 bodies around him. And so now with him being in that lineup with Bron, AD, Lowe, and AR, there's really no one can really double team him or scheme for him. All the scheming is done for Bron and AD and D-Lo and even AR. So if you want to technically call him a 5th option, it's I'll take that any and every day of the week and twice on Sunday because he's a phenomenal elite scorer, and the other parts of his game are starting to come along, but his ability to roam and be in the right spot, knows whether he's shooting a 3 on the backside after a double team, slashing, getting a dunk because of a double team, everything he's doing in transition offensively. It's just, again, they can't have the sole focus of their defensive attention on him because of the people he's in the lineup with.
2 for you, Darvin. 5th consecutive win, I think 17th in the last 24 games. Even with the guys being in and out of the lineup, the guys being injured, do you feel like this group starting to gel in a way that's similar to how it was the end of last season?
Absolutely. I mean, the things we have to do, our laundry list has been simplified, and we know, if nothing else matters if we don't take care of our own business. And, you feel that playoff smell. You have that smell in the air of the playoffs and the postseason rapidly approaching. And so guys are taking their attention to detail to another level. They're taking their performances to another level. And everybody knows that only way we can do it is as a group. No one individual is going to take us to the promised land. We all have to do it man for man.
And even understanding early in the season there were injuries, including Rui himself. But seeing how he's performed in the starting lineup and how the group overall has performed with the starting group, is there any part of you that wishes that maybe you went to him as a starter early in the season?
I mean, things play out the way they play out. The same could be said, when you're going through different stretches of the season. And I think, whether it's injuries or lack of performance, if the guys struggle going through a tough stretch, it forces you to make different decisions, and you have to, activate different lineups and different schemes or whatever that you feel like in the moment that's going to help you get through whatever rough stretch you're going through. It's, again, injuries definitely would. Everybody agree that injuries would affect a rotation or minutes or something like that. Like, it's a real thing. It's funny because it was being reported like I'm just sitting in my office and just throwing stuff against the wall, like with a bunch of healthy players. Like, no. There's a reason why things were the way they were, and I'm just happy we got through those stretches, and now we're in a great place, great space, mentally, spiritually with the group. Physically, we're coming along. Guys are remaining strong, and got the little knickknacks here and there, but we're getting guys back, which is really important, and guys who are working their way back, everything's going according to plan and according to schedule, so we feel good about where we are right now.
Darvin, with Rui and the way he was getting his threes tonight, how much of that was them kind of having to give something up defensively versus you guys specifically targeting, okay, if they're going to help from here, Rui needs to be in this spot? Like, what was that kind of balance in trying to find him?
Just, again, him not forcing anything. They all came in flow. They all came in rhythm. And to your point, if Jaren Jackson was guarding him, we know how on alert he is for anything that's coming to the paint. So we just told our guys to continuously attack the paint, attack the rim. Jaren is going to be lurking around the area. And if he's on Rui, just find Rui. Rui be ready to be shot ready, shot aggressive. That's happened with Rui and a couple of other guys, D-Lo. Brian, those guys, D-Lo coming off the pick and roll, AR going downhill, they're going to draw a ton of attention. So you just have to be in the right space at the right time and make a quick decision, not be indecisive.
Darvin.